Hi everyone, I'm Erica Champion Wise, an independent elite consultant with Paparazzi Accessories, and I'm super excited you are back. So let's talk today, businesswoman to businesswoman, about a topic that really matters. Don't go crazy spending money. Or we could title it, Don't Spend Money Trying to Look Like You Know What You're Doing. Or don't spend money trying to impress other people. There's just a multitude of topics we could go here, but this is really targeted for new consultants. We need to have this chat. We need to have this conversation, all right? Unless you walk into paparazzi already a millionaire, sweetheart, stop spending too much money right out the gate, okay? Stop trying to have a setup that looks like mine, and I've been doing this for 5 years. Stop trying to have a black diamond inventory when you started yesterday. And if you don't know what black diamond means, maybe you should go learn about that, right? That means you're too new. You need to be a beginner. You need to start at the beginning just like we all did. No one, from Mandy Heish as #1 iconic impressionista in the company, all the way to the most newest person, we all started small. I want to tell you, stop cursing your humble beginnings. You should start small. Because here's the thing, you're going to be recruiting, right? I hope you are. If you're watching these videos, I'm sure you're trying to. You need to start where everybody starts so that one day when you have a teammate who's joining, you're able to tell her, okay, look, it's cool. You don't need this giant setup. Remember, I've been doing this for a long time. You just need to start small and grow that way. So hear me here. Stop cursing your humble beginnings and realize that you are supposed to grow your setup, your inventory, your stuff as your business grows. Many people put entirely too much money into the stuff and fail because they're putting money in the wrong place. Do you need a setup? Sure. Does it need to be $1,000 setup? Absolutely not. When you go to home parties, do you need pegboards? Hey, they're helpful, but you know what? My first lots of home parties, like for 6 months, I didn't have boards, guys. For 6 months, I took jewelry and I laid it on the table. Paparazzi is cute and adorable, and when you touch it, you're taking it home. The setup is not what sells the jewelry. Could it help? Sure. A good setup always helps, but it's $5. It's cute. Get some busts, lay it on the table, get a cute tablecloth, you're done. Okay? Stop cursing your humble beginnings. Now when I go to parties, I do have an awesome setup. I've been doing this for 5 years. I grew my setup as my business grew. Okay? So don't curse those small beginnings. Start where you are. Make sure that you are being functional over fashionable. And it is fashionable right now to have the latest and greatest technology and the best setup, but is it smart? Is it functional? Is it business intelligent? All businesses are designed to grow. Only those with huge multi-million-dollar investors start out having everything they need, right? Right. That's not what we do here in Paparazzi. Paparazzi offers you an affordable starting cost. They give you what you need to get started. They didn't tell you that you need to buy a $100 Dymo printer. They didn't tell you that you need to buy a $90 light rig. They didn't tell you any of that. They give you, if you buy a $99 kit, 35 pieces to start with. Everything else is up to you. And Paparazzi will never tell you to buy all of this technology to use for your business. So you don't have to. But what you do have to do is do the work. So many people, and I see it every day, and it hurts my heart and drives me a little crazy. So many people are so busy chasing, well, what do I need? That they don't actually do anything. Now, how are you going to sell jewelry with a $90 light rig that you don't use? When I'm here with a free selfie light and I'm slinging thousands of pieces of bling. This is what I use. This is what I use. This is literally what I use. Got a little button on it. That's all I use. Free from Paparazzi a couple of conventions ago. Whereas your $90 light rig is sitting in your closet collecting dust because you're so consumed with I need the latest and the greatest and the best that you're not actually doing the work. Whereas I'm over here using my free $99. If it's free, it's a price for me. Little piece of equipment here, sling and bling. See the difference? See the difference? I don't need the latest and the greatest. I need to go to work. And the same holds true for you. So I have a couple of things listed here that I see a lot of people like stressing over. The first one is a big light rig. Like, that's why I pulled this out. You don't need a big light rig. You just need light. Do the big ones work better? Yeah, absolutely. But does this work? For sure. Do I sell jewelry? For sure. Do I sell a lot of jewelry? Uh-huh. And I'm going to be very straight with you. This joker goes in my little drawer here, and that's it. I don't need a place for a big light rig. I don't have a place for a big light rig. My office is so full of jewelry, I don't have a place for a big light rig. I got a place for this. You don't need the latest and the best and the greatest little, what are these called? Macro lenses. Got this off of Amazon, 20 bucks, works just fine. Just look up high definition macro lens on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. Don't ask me what it's called. Okay, 20 bucks. Clips over my phone, clips over my iPad, clips over my computer, whatever I'm using that day. Now let's talk about phone, iPad, computer. You do not have to buy an iPad. You do not have to buy a tablet in order to sell on Facebook Live. Your phone does just fine. Modern phones, we're talking like 2016 and up, they all have a great camera. Use that. And this is where your macro lens comes in. This will help you zoom in on pieces. Okay? Phone stands. Guys, when I started doing lives, I leaned that thing up on some boxes. I just leaned my phone up on some boxes, and that is it. You want to see how I started my lives? You want to see my live setup? You want to talk about humble beginnings? Go watch my first live Facebook training video. It's on this channel where I used my ironing board. Now, I don't use my ironing board anymore, but that was almost 3 years ago. I was one of the first people doing Facebook Lives and Paparazzi, okay? I have grown from those humble beginnings. Let's talk about printers. I do not own a Dymo. Would it make my life easier? For sure, for sure. But am I willing to invest that right now? Nah. I put that money in other things. I like to spoil my team. I bought them printers, but I don't have one. I have a regular plain Jane Canon printer. I print from home all of my invoice, all of my shipping labels from home. I did upgrade. Let me show you my upgrade, okay? Because I used to just print it on plain paper. Now I've upgraded to these sticky labels. Found them on Amazon. I don't even know what kind they are, but it's 2 labels. Print them off. They unstick, stick them on the packages. Before that, I was printing them out on regular paper, taping them on. Did it take a little longer? Sure, but that's okay. I'm thinking like a businesswoman. And as I increase those sales, will I buy a label printer? Yeah. Yeah, it's on my list. But my businesswoman, the businesswoman in me, would rather do 2 things with that money. I would rather invest in inventory, because the more I have, the more I sell. And I would rather use that money to spoil my team. I love my team, and I would rather push that money to them. Businesswomen think differently. Businesswomen place an emphasis on some different stuff. Do I love technology? You betcha. Yeah, I do. But do I focus on that versus function versus actually selling jewelry? Do I spend more money on my technology than I do on my inventory? Absolutely not. So remember, we are an inventory company. Make a judicious, smart businesswoman decision. Are you going to buy a $90 light rig? Are you going to go buy 99-cent little clip on your phone lights and put the other $89 into inventory so that you can sell it and make money. And as you grow and you've got the extra money that you are here for, buy that big light rig. I'm inventory all the way. I will always invest in inventory first. Always. Business women think differently. So don't spend money trying to outdo someone else. Don't curse those humble beginnings. Start where you are with what you have. And one day, when you have a new consultant, you will be able to tell her, hey girl, start where you are. Don't invest crazy amounts of money. I teach this to my team, I preach this to my team, and I will preach this until I stop breathing. Put your money into inventory, not into stuff.